He's gonna sleep for sure.
Man, dude gonna be real mad at us.
What if Lamont Roach Jr. surprises Gervonta Tank Davis? What if Lamont Roach Jr. beats Gervonta Tank Davis? It's your boy, Mr. 926, a.k.a. Bushido the Dragon, a.k.a. the Black Mage, a.k.a. I could just do this all day, the two-time demonetized champion of the world.
I need y'all to get the likes up, man. Get the likes up.
Check it out, man. It's fight week. Tank Davis versus the Reaper, Lamont Roach Jr. These two guys squared off against each other, the amateurs, and it went to a decision that favored Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, if you went back and watched that fight, if you guys had time to go watch it, or if you found it, it was a very competitive fight. I believe Gervonta Tank Davis was a year older than Lamont Roach when they fought, but whatever the case, it seemed to be very competitive. Now, fast forward some years later, now they're going to be fighting each other as professionals. And a lot of people with this fight didn't really seem to be interested early on in this fight. And of course, Gervonta Tank Davis, people are going to be interested once the week starts to go and once the face-off and the weigh-ins. Everybody's going to be interested in seeing at least how this fight plays out. Let's be honest, Gervonta Tank Davis is must-see TV. But what if Lamont Roach pulls off the upset? Some of his peers, guys like Shakur Stevenson, seem to believe that Lamont Roach Jr. could surprise Gervonta Tank Davis and surprise a lot of people. Gervonta Tank Davis himself seems to be taking Lamont Roach as just as serious as any opponent that we've seen. I mean, he got his whole team out. He got the headbangers out. I mean, he got everybody full circle to prepare for Lamont Roach Jr. You would have thought Lamont Roach Jr. was Canelo Alvarez, the way Tank Davis is preparing for this fight. He even's telling everybody, wait till you see my new muscles. Been training like a madman for this fight. Tank Davis ain't trying to get embarrassed out there. That's the thing. He is making sure he is uber prepared for this fight with Lamont Roach Jr. But the fans' side of the thing don't seem to believe that Lamont Roach Jr. stands a chance. Why? Because it's Gervonta Tank Davis. But even guys like Shakur Stevenson seem to believe that Lamont Roach Jr. stands a chance. And he's actually putting some money on Lamont Roach Jr. Yeah, that's right. Lamont Roach Jr. seemed to have been an underdog in his last fight with Hector Luis Garcia.
You feel like the odds are stacked against you?
I think so. But it come with the territory. I've been here before. And I know what to do.
Nah, I hear everybody say that shit. I gotta get on that. I've been here before. What does that mean, though?
So, okay, all right, we're gonna do wordplay.
Okay.
Odds, right?
Yeah.
How them odds was looking against Hector? You cleaned up, didn't you?
Damn.
I think it's time for another sweep.
Okay.
It's time for another sweep. Man, dude gonna be real mad at us.
But we saw how that fight played out. They both shared a common opponent in Hector Luis Garcia. And if you ask me, Lamont Roach Jr. handled that fight a lot better. Now, some guys may say, well, Lamont Roach Jr., he lost against Jamil Herring. How's he going to beat Tank Davis? Lamont Roach Jr. got a lower KO percentage than Shakur Stevenson. How's he going to knock out Gervonta Tank Davis? Lamont Roach Jr. himself says he's feeling great at 135 pounds, right? And to be honest, he looks to be the bigger guy than Tank Davis. We're going to see once they face off at the weigh-ins. Seems to be the bigger guy naturally. For whatever reason, he's fighting at 130. I'm not quite sure. How is he going to stop Gervonta Tank Davis? Where is this power going to come from to stop the mighty Gervonta Tank Davis? One thing we know about boxing, styles make fights. And Tank Davis is training like he's preparing for a very tough style. I don't know, you guys. I want to see Lamont Roach do well. I want to see if he could possibly pull off the upset. It'll shake things up. But the other part of me is saying, this is Tank Davis. And you ain't got to like Tank. But you got to admit that the dude knows what the hell he is doing in that boxing ring. Extremely talented, a lot of skills. And let's be honest, he's not a dumb fighter. By any stretch of the imagination, Tank Davis knows that Lamont Roach Jr. is coming to win. And Tank Davis knows that he's going to have to be prepared for this guy, despite what the fans are saying. But what if Lamont Roach Jr. pulls off the upset, y'all? What if he pulls it off? Or at the very least, surprises people. Loses somewhat of a controversial decision. A lot of people feel, oh, Lamont Roach won that. Yeah, they're going to have the rematch, bro. Yeah, I don't know. Tank, I don't know if he won that one. What if this fight is going to the decision and it was a close fight and they're reading off these scorecards and it's a majority draw or something crazy like that? Or it could be what most casual people expect to happen. Tank Davis getting a KO. This will be a great fight. It's going to be a great fight. Lamont Roach Jr. One thing I question though, how will he handle the moment? He said he's been here before, meaning he's been the underdog before. But how will he handle fighting under this big stage? Because despite what the hardcore fans are saying about this pay-per-view, the press conference was on Skype. Fighters didn't get flown out to the press conference, and it's looking like PBC is going out of business sale. But despite all that stuff, how will Lamont Roach handle the big lights? Will he be able to perform like he needs to under the spotlight against Gervonta Tank Davis, a guy who's been here before? It's going to be a great fight. Despite us not being too interested, despite them putting a high ticket on the pay-per-view, I think it's going to be a very interesting fight. Let's be honest. Tank Davis, his fights are exciting. He'll be losing a fight sometimes, and, a guy be having an upper hand on him. Then eventually, Tank Davis gets the guy up out of there. It's like a movie. It's a suspense. The good guy's losing the whole time, and then in the end, he starts to come back and get the win. That's typically what happens in a lot of Tank Davis fights, especially the more recent fights. But I'm sure Lamont Roach Jr. is well prepared for this, and I'm expecting, at the very least, a great fight. But what if Lamont Roach Jr. pulls off the upset? Because I'm looking at Tank. And Tank is training for this guy like he's moving up 2 weight classes to fight Jerron Boots Ennis. Like he's moving up 3 weight classes to see Terrence Bud Crawford. So I'm expecting Tank Davis to be in the best shape we've probably seen him in a long time. And Tank Davis has been on his discipline very heavily for the past several years now. And for this particular fight, I don't know if I've seen him train like the way he's been training for Lamont Roach. A long fight camp. This fight got announced quite a while ago, and it's finally about to go down. I don't know, you guys. Something telling me that Lamont Roach Jr. at the very least, I'm not saying he's going to go out there and just beat Tank. It'll be kind of foolish for me to say that. But something is telling me that he will surprise a lot of people with his performance. But tell me what you guys think. What if Lamont Roach Jr. beats Gervonta Tank Davis? Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.